What is going on, guys? Audio here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to the channel if you're new. Today, AMC is down 2.23% as I'm making this video. Not a lot of volume today. Only traded about 8 million. Currently, as I'm making this video, trading at $5.71. Today, we have a lot of stuff to go over, not only with the chart, but a lot of DD stuff that covers the economy that will also affect AMC, GameStop, and our other quote-unquote meme stocks going forward. All I ask you guys to do is hit the like button. Stay till the end of the video so you don't have to watch another update video here on YouTube. We will update you on everything that there is to update you on. Also, thank you so much for 12K subscribers. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so AMC did break out to the downside of what we've been tracking, which is not something we wanted to see. I do still think that there could be a potential rebound somewhere around 550 to 515. If we do break below both of those levels, this will be invalidated, and the only reason I say that is because it making higher highs and higher lows will finally come to an end, and it will not respect any trend line from here on out. Instead, it will be looking to make newer lows come towards the meeting. However, I don't think still personally that is the case. I am still leaning that AMC is going to get a pop up to the meeting. With that being said, that is coming very, very fast. That is coming to happen next trading week. So you guys let me know in the comments down below if you voted and what you voted. But right now, AMC, I'm looking for a bounce right around 550. And if we break below that, I'm looking for a bounce at 515. I think right at this zone, there is heavy, heavy demand. We only broke below one time and not for a while. We traded down there very, very slightly for a short period of time before getting a bounce back up and a push even higher. AMC is still valid. The chart is still valid. It hasn't completely invalidated its setup, so just pay attention to this going forward. Touching on some Ortex numbers, we're seeing 24.85% short interest, with utilization still maxed out according to Ortex. 227% cost to borrow average, and the max 249%. Why this is dropping is hard to say. The short interest on APE has risen to 6.14% and utilization at 83%, with the cost to borrow average sitting right around 12%. According to Stock Tracker, AMC has a ton more shares available to borrow at 1.4 million at a most recent fee of 102.5%. Also, we are getting slaughtered on the options chain. Calls to put 7,000 to 80,000 expiring in the money. Again, next week is going to be a very, very important week. But for now, the DOJ is probing Citadel for market manipulation in 2023. Remember, they own the media, so they control the content. You'll see a lot of 404 quote-unquote missing absent content orders. These types of posts are being removed. Speaking of them controlling the narrative and controlling the media, 3 meme stocks that are a must-sell in March. Another article that basically bashes these companies, GameStop, AMC, and Bed Bath & Beyond in particular. Now, we know back in January when GameStop ran to $500, the short interest was not reported accurately. It was actually 140 somewhat short interest, and I think the same thing is occurring now on GameStop and AMC. I don't think what's reported is the actual short interest on these stocks, and we also know that Bed Bath & Beyond short interest, even what's reported, is basically 100% of the free float and has been hammered down as hard as possible. All 3 of these companies are not in the best fundamental spot right now, but they are the companies fighting hard against market manipulation and short sellers going forward, so that is something solid to see, and in my opinion, this just makes me want to buy more shares. Also, Silvergate stock is down 96% from $121 to $4.91. Citadel owned 1.6 million shares worth $25 million, and now Silvergate is going to shut down their operations and liquidate the entire bank. Following that up, Credit Suisse to delay its annual report after a call from the SEC, and Credit Suisse says that their previously released 2022 financial results are not affected. They also say that SEC comments relate to technical assessment of 2019 and 2020. In my opinion, this is just the next Lehman Brothers to go as banks crumble, which is basically the major standpoint of today. Citigroup's chief financial officer says consumers in the United States are struggling to repay their credit cards, and increasing interest rates will continue to break the system going forward. Also, this prick proposed to raise capital gains from 20% to 40%. So anytime you guys hold a stock for over a year, whenever you make money off that, that is going to be taxed 40% if this passes. That is right. Biden calls to double capital gains from 20 to 40%. Also, with his taxing on the rich making above $400,000 or more, Biden's budget would cut deficit by $3 trillion over next decade with 25% minimum tax on richest Americans. Remember, the US is at a debt ceiling and they're not in a solid spot, so what's going to happen is companies, you're going to filter more money back into them. Also, breaking news, China's parliament is considering legislative changes that would slash the time needed to pass laws in emergencies. Pay attention to things like this, especially as war comes about. Proposed amendments to the legislation and law would let the Standing Committee of the National People's Congress put bills to a vote after just one meeting during an emergency shortening process that usually takes half a year or more. Finally, our economy, Jerome Powell is now hinting towards a 50 basis point rate hike at the next meeting, and on the other hand, Bank of Canada has completely paused their rate hikes. There's an 80% chance now of it being priced in that Powell is going to raise rates by 0.5 BPS going forward. Also, just a little spice to throw in the video, is this hurting Citadel? Because Ken Griffin basically told Jerome Powell to respectively shut his mouth. Touching on that and how it's going to affect the overall market, the SPY is trading sideways today, currently as I'm making this video, sitting at $398.94. The SPY still has not made a decision. However, it's in the same spot that AMC is in, making higher highs, higher lows, still trading in the parallel channel. And over the past couple of weeks now, the SPY, AMC, GameStop, a lot of other stocks don't know what to do. They don't know where to go. People aren't really understanding whether the economy is a good investment or not. You guys let me know what you're doing down below and what do you think. The SPY basically came back up to 400, tested it, got rejected again, and now it's trading in this parallel channel. I'm watching for a break below 395 or 393 for the SPY to hit a new low. Ultimately, it has to hold 387 in my opinion for this entire bull run to be basically valid going forward. Also, I would watch for a break over 408 and then 412 to get back into a nasty rally. And I think it all depends on what's coming up with the meeting. As for GameStop, trading out of this parallel channel, broke to the downside a little bit. However, it is hanging on with very, very little volume, under 1 million in volume today as I'm making this video. I think GameStop has 3 levels to bounce off of, and it's honestly trading a bit low, so I am still holding my calls. I think 1775 is a solid level, and then 17 even, and then I would watch for a bottom right around $16.30. I don't think GameStop is coming back to the low at 1540, 1530. I've said that in a previous video. I think even if it breaks down, I will probably add on to more calls with GameStop, especially with the setup that it is in. It's definitely being heavily suppressed and not doing what it should be doing based off of the volume. But again, once one of these stocks runs, such as Bed Bath & Beyond or AMC, I think GameStop is going to move with it, and that volume will not even be needed, or that volume will definitely pick up, whether that's from Wall Street Bets or whether that's just from retail on Twitter or YouTube in general. Overall, guys, the sentiment going forward, AMC still tracking in this setup, and you might be asking, well, what happens if AMC bleeds? What happens if it drops and goes red? Honestly, the price action right now doesn't matter. We know the price is fake. Right now, Adam Aaron contacted FINRA. There's nothing else we can do from right now. He also contacted the NYSE. As of right now, it's a waiting game. We have a very important vote coming up. We have him contacting FINRA, and from here on out, we have to see where it goes and when we are going to rip going forward. Overall, it's still moon or zero for me. Diamond-handed ape all the way to the moon. Overall, guys, make sure to pop in the Discord. A ton of you guys have been joining the Discord. We don't miss stock plays in there. Plus, there's also trading alerts, and we post gains and losses, and we can talk back and forth on the daily. I'm always in Discord. Plus, 300 of the most amazing people are in there as well. Also, guys, if you want 17 free stocks, just hit that link, make a deposit, and you are going to start earning free stocks. That is it, guys. Hopefully, you found value out of the video or enjoyed watching. Again, thank you so much for 12K subscribers. I love you all. Lottery Stocks out.